Alright folks, welcome back. We're going to be hopping into game number 1 of a best of 3. We're following Nerazim, who won that last game, to fight against aLive here in the round of 16.
Yeah, pretty tough Terran opponents, but not in his prime.
Yeah, aLive's been a little bit shaky lately, and I'm not sure if that has to do with playing cross-server, his mental state, what the deal is, but he's definitely one of the, how to phrase it, like, defeatable Terrans.
Beatable?
Beatable, I guess. I'm trying to think of a way to make it not sound so negative, because it's not like he's gotten really bad, but he's just not playing up to par. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course I know what you mean.
Well, anyways.
I don't mind that it sounds bad.
Spawning in the bottom left, he's going to be the blue Terran player. It's aLive.
In the top right, as the purple Protoss, it is Nerazim.
Bacon Hero says, use the fidget spinner to pop those balloons. That might be the best idea I've heard all day. Granted, I've just woken up.
Dear God.
I was going to say I should probably take one of those shuriken ones I got and spin them really hard and pop the balloons, because they got the sharp edges. It would probably work.
Well, that would, I think, work. And I don't know about the round fidget spinners. It'll take a long time. A lot of force.
Ah! Okay, yeah, it worked. Ow. You have startled me.
Wow, what a surprise! Something really sharp works on a balloon. Wow.
Startled the shit out of me.
Thank God for that science. Good God.
I don't know, part of me thought, like, with the way it spins, it's like round, but it's like, I guess, a single point. Whatever. I wish I was looking at your face right now. I'd love to see the way it's being contorted with those sounds. Okay. Nerazim held decently against Emperor M. But Nerazim, I know we were a lot more on Emperor M for that last game, but there's a lot of stuff out of Nerazim that made me question his decisions. And that's why I think he is certainly going to have a hell of a time here versus aLive. Now, at the end of the game, it looked great. You got that Protoss army that's full of Colossus, Tempests, Disruptors, Storms. It's the grab bag. It's everything you want and then some. But getting to that point against a player like aLive, I mean, I don't even... This... Who is it? Xenocider. And, like, HOTS did this in a WCS match a long, long time ago. Granted, it was walking Marines across the map, but getting this bunker down puts a lot of pressure on this Nexus. Or rather, pressure to defend the Nexus.
You don't really expect it. So even though Nerazim got a Zealot, which you really, you're not supposed to do unless you absolutely know there's going to be aggression, which, I mean, he did scout double gas, don't get me wrong, but he's not looking for the bunker, right? It's a problem. He thinks it's... Actually, I don't know what he's thinking.
Even if he was
all
looking
racks
for
building.
Well, even if he was looking for the bunker, I mean, the Reaper doesn't really need it for the Zealot. It's the Adept the Reaper needs it for, but... Oh, okay, that was a little bit scary already.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not the most concerning thing about this push. Of course, the Cyclone's following this up, I think, is the most concerning. And then also for Nerazim, like, is there going to be a proxy of any type? Proxy Starport, proxy Factory?
Ah, that baited an overcharge. That ends up being kind of... He loses the bunker, which is unfortunate, but now the Reaper and the Cyclone, there's going to be no overcharge for this. That Cyclone could take on the Zealot and the Adept, no problem.
The Reaper's just going to go to the main, and there's nothing to deal with this quite yet.
This is so gross. This is such a simple and awesome move out of aLive.
Yeah, it is. This is gonna... I mean, so one base builds that aren't even proxied are pretty old school. Maybe they're seeing a return, but... I mean, you used to like actually have so many Terrans always go for one base openers in their base because it was working against Protoss. It kind of fell off in favor of if you were gonna one base, it had to be a proxy, but they can work even cross map. Map like sequencer. 5 probes have died. Is that really enough yet? No, but the Banshee's gonna come in too and potentially do a lot more damage.
Yeah. Also, for those who are probably wondering, well, why didn't the Cyclone shoot the Mothership Core? It's because even if it got a full lock-on off, it would not have killed the Mothership Core. It's a really depressing amount of damage.
Marine support or a second Banshee or a second Cyclone, then sure, why not try?
Yo, I wouldn't even mind if a Cyclone took like a million years to kill Mothership Core, but it could just do it in one lock-on, right? Like, it's actually dumb that you have to wait for a cooldown to do it again.
Yeah. Well, Well, aLive scouted that it was a Stargate, so the fact that there's an Oracle is not surprising, and the fact that his Banshee could have potentially been absolutely shut down is also not surprising. But the kind of odd thing about meeting in the middle like this is that Nerazim guarantees get the detection, but without any means of killing the Banshee. So we still have that problem where, like, the later Banshee could be the worst thing, because the Phoenixes are out of position or the Oracles try and attack your SCVs.
I just think the multiple Banshees period is going to be a problem. There's only one Oracle. Oh, no, he's got another one. Excuse me. As you say, if he's only got one Revelation at a time, that could have been actually, like, game-endingly bad.
I really feel like most Protoss players should expect more than one Banshee, even if they absolutely tear down the first one. We haven't seen Terrans just be like, well, I guess you took that, so let me just move on here. It's always been second, third, or maybe even fourth Banshees. Yeah, definitely shouldn't waste his surprise elements on that third base. Straight for the probes.
Oh, Lord, what is going on in chat right now? Hi, old Jimmy. The butt emotes are getting out of hand. But appropriate for the segue here is that Banshee is going to be shoved off, I guess. Oh, should be. There we go. Now he's giving chase. We're so used to watching some of these Banshees rack up like 10 plus kills, but everything was looking here on the left, so nothing's looking here on the right. This Banshee gets to the main. Revelation goes down again, but the Phoenix are on the wrong side of the map right now. They're chasing the other Banshee.
Yeah. And this is... the Banshee goes down so fast, the Phoenix, that still is probably not worth it, I would say. Like, 9 workers, but a third base is getting up here now.
I mean, so two things happen here, right? They're like, on one hand, like, this is... For aLive, a guy who opened one base, a little bit more dedicated than maybe he should have been. Like, he does even up the worker count in the game. Yeah,
he does. I'm a lot more concerned, actually, because with 3 Nexus, I think that even if you've evened up, you put all the chrono into it, you're very quickly back up, 9 probes. My concern is that I think this messed up Nerazim's build order. Doesn't have a lot of gas, doesn't actually have much on the ground, well, he doesn't have anything on the ground. It's only been from the Stargate. So, where you usually see exactly Resonating Glaives and +1 started and, like, hopefully finishing as aLive that really starts to apply the pressure. It's only just started, or not even started, with +1. So this could be a follow-up kill move.
I really like the 3 Widow Mines for this. These will probably get rid of the Phoenix the best. But it's never bad to go off on anything else.
Well, now the workers. The worker kill count's gonna be great.
Ooh. The Phoenix are pretty much all gone. That was the best thing Nerazim had going for him here. That's it. GG. Oh, I thought
expected.
There we go. Oh man, this is like a cinematic experience. Like, Zombie, I need you to say something. Like, really, like, you killed my father or something. Just do it.
You killed my father.
I've got like the I don't know what they're actually called, but the black bars on the top and the bottom, it's just like fading in, so it's like shit got serious as you said that. It's like that's cinematic mode. Okay, well, apparently if I mess with the Skype size of the window, it makes her jump all over the place. But let's just leave her at regular camera. There-ish. Boom. And hop into game number 2. Of course, it's loser's pick, so Nerazim gets a moment here to mull over which maps are best suited for his purposes. Updates to the bracket 2. Keen advances on the southern side of the bracket. Mana advances on the northern side of the bracket. Actually, I'm going to tell Darius if Mana and Penguin meet each other to try and hold that match for us. I think that'll be a good one. Because I think that's Korean Penguin, right?
Yes, should be.
Granted, I would have loved to have seen Healer versus Geralt as well. Healer, it's always a fun guy to watch.
A mushroom?
What? Oh, fun guy. Got it. Way to go. I got memed out with Rapid the other night, dude. Like, Rapid fired like a million bad jokes and memes at me, and it's like...
He literally rapid fired.
I just stood there and I just like had them all deflect off my armor. Ping, 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 ping. Actually, hey, so have you tried? I don't remember if I've talked to you about this. Have you played Diablo 3 much, or do you, or did you?
I did. I beat it, but not the expansion. I don't think.
Okay, so you didn't play like Reaper of Souls or anything?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Oh, okay. I just last night downloaded bought the Necromancer expansion pack thing.
Oh.
And I've been having some pretty good fun with it. One of the coolest things is like you get bone armor, right? But like the game actually gives you not like some dumb little bones swirling around you. Like you actually get encased in like Juggernaut style bone armor. It's really cool. Your character like doubles in size and everything.
Ooh. Fancy.
Granted, I'm like level 12, so I'm not that far into, or 20. I'm level 20, so I'm not that far into it, but it's pretty fun. I just beat Act 1 with it last night. So I don't know if we got anyone playing Diablo in chat. Let me know what your thoughts are if you are. But we're getting into game number 2 here for StarCraft. And in the lower right, we got the purple Protoss, Nerazim.
In the top left, that's that direction. It is aLive.
And there are some folks who are having trouble with the brackets. If you don't know, Stylish is aLive on the brackets. A lot of these guys use different names, and I guess casting them for 4 years now, we kind of are just accustomed to it. And it's easy to forget that other people have no clue if it's the first time seeing, like, are the brackets wrong? Who's Stylish? Why is he not playing?
It's a good point. Yeah. Bjorn was something else, but Bjorn hasn't played in our tournaments in a long time.
Bjorn was Speak Now, I think.
There we go. Yeah. So there's a couple of weird ones. Even for like the tiniest little things, like Geralt is Gerald. I don't know why I would say that the G's differently with both names. But yeah, it's a D on the bracket, but T in game.
Here's my logic for the finalization of Geralt, right?
Okay.
I've been on the fence and agreeing with like saying it could be pronounced either way. But supposedly, according to someone who claims to be a friend of his that was in chat yesterday, he named himself after The Witcher, and in The Witcher it's pronounced Geralt.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
Also, I hear Geralt and I think of like, wasn't that like the black kid from Hey Arnold or something?
I wouldn't know. I haven't played The Witcher, so I haven't heard that, name pronounced in there, and I didn't really like Hey Arnold.
Yo, so. Actually, you're like Miss Relationships. You should totally play the Witcher.
Well, of course, everyone suggested it to me, but from what I saw, it wasn't quite like...
There wasn't enough sorry in it for you? Is that how...
Well, yeah, I mean, like, Dragon Age is also all about romantic... Well, let's be honest, it really is. But, like, it's about romance and stuff. Yet I haven't liked that series. I didn't like Inquisition at all. But I don't know. Someone actually bought me The Witcher 2, and Witcher 3 is on my Steam wish list, so I'll get around to it eventually.
For aLive, he's not doing anything funky this game. Now, granted, he still got the victory and all that in game 1, but I think his tactics were a little bit... I'm gonna say silly. I didn't like the bunker, and I didn't like that it forced him into like a slower expansion either. It was something that like maybe catches a much worse player off guard, but Nerazim, I think, is at least Masters, is what I believe the portrait was. So this isn't some rando that you can pull that sort of trick off with. But dedicated attacks, Cyclones this early, I think this is certainly something he can pull off.
I didn't mind the bunker. I think you're one basing for so long, like you have extra minerals, why not go for it? And it did post an overcharge. But he's not one basing this, but it is still an odd way to follow up a command center with a lot of Cyclones. And there is no pylon at the front yet. Nerazim thought that this would be a very normal opener, so there's no hurry about this, and that can kill him.
Cyclone, use your lock-on powers. No. The Marines helped a little bit.
But yeah, the Marines helping even a tiny little bit means that the Cyclone might actually be worth using its lock-on.
Yeah.
But it didn't kill the pylon because he used the lock-on, so that's actually like a bit of a, should he have not have? But Nerazim responded very quickly to the second pylon anyway.
Well, I think the big thing too is like if you kill the mothership core, no overcharges, then who cares about the pylons, right?
Well, no, of course, but I think the guaranteed kill is the Cyclone's ground attack.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm with you. I'm just saying there's at least reasonable reason to focus the mothership core, but. The Immortal pops out in a second, and the Immortal might not actually be so good here. In fact, the Reaper, if it does its job right, could tag the Immortal, trigger the shield, boom! Now barrier's on cooldown, and those Cyclones are going to tear right through it.
Now it's going to be better, especially without a foot overcharge. There's one more, so...
Wow, Zombie Up, have you ever cast StarCraft before?
Sure. You know what? Everyone has thought the Oracle is out of juice.
And then it gets 12 kills, yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I will say, even though it's been over a year now that we've had Legacy of the Void, I still sit there and I'm like, the Nexus is what should be overcharged, not these pylons. Although I guess Blizzard kind of got away because the Nexus has a tiny pylon on top of it, and that's where the overcharge came from. So logically, these pylons, which are bigger versions of this tiny pylon, should be overchargeable.
Is that really a tiny version of a pylon? What makes a pylon a pylon? Is it really just the rock that it's surrounded with, like, fancy
it's whatever gives it the
ornaments,
warping
or...
in capability. And my argument would be this thing on top of the Nexus is what lets fast warp-ins happen when they're placed next to pylons.
Well, Gateway doesn't have a pylon thingy.
Or does it, Zombie Girl? What do you think this ball was before it turned into a sphere and got squished? You see that rotating circle around it? Does it remind you of another building's rotating circle around it?
That doesn't make any sense. you crushed the pylon up and then, like, formed a ball with it.
Like let's say you took a snowball that was in the shape of a pylon and squished it in your palms, you'd make a snowball.
It's like an icicle that got melted and then turned into snow, and then you squish it into a ball. I'm starting to see the connection here.
Yeah. See? It's not just crazy riff logic. Except
yeah,
it's crazy
I'm on
riff logic.
board. Alright, well, Stim, like, aLive has just... It's not just about the initial attack dealing damage, especially since he did expand to this build. It is about his pretty flawless follow-up. The timing here is almost perfect with +1, even Marauder slow.
Oh, this will be nice. That's a big deny.
Yeah.
I think we would make excellent scientists, by the way. Game uses like physics and warp technology via black holes coming across dimensions and space, and we're just like, that thing looks kind of like that thing, so it's basically the same.
To be honest, I feel like that is some science. It's about, like, you know, really detailed things that look similar.
I think Brian Regan's like a comedian. He's got this joke about walkie-talkie. He's like, why'd you call it that? Because they walkie and they talkie. We'd be that kind of scientist.
Yeah, we would.
Alright, 2 boats full of reinforcements coming to the front line. We've got some Widow Mines with us too. Nerazim's army is not bad, but I just don't think there's the capabilities to take on this Marine force. Maybe if there's a lot more Zealots, Charge would be awesome, but he made Adepts and Stalkers instead. Force fields aren't bad, and take a decent start to the fight, but there's still just so much more behind this for the Terran. Those Widow Mines especially just waiting to pop off, do hit the center of the army.
That's a bit unfortunate. I think Nerazim just barely has enough. He definitely needs his reinforcements to start kicking in, and he was a little late to his extra production because his Nexus, his service wasn't that saturated that quickly. But once those 4 gateways finish up and he's at 60 plus probes, well, he'll have a lot of charge lots. But it won't matter if you can't clean up these very important units like the Widow Mines, and now Liberators are here too, so it's just getting more difficult with time. And second Colossus is trying to come over here. That certainly helped. There's a lot of Marine force in this army. Sentries, though, not as helpful, and there's a 5 of them. What a lines! They actually popped up on a Colossus. He didn't have a thermal lance.
That's actually not a dynamic I think I've seen before, but you're right. This is a problem because it puts it right in the face of all these Marines and Marauders. Cyclone on the right side is just killing probes while this goes on. The army's trying to fight on the left and nobody's looking on the right, and that Cyclone got away with 9 kills on it. Yeah,
not a bad Cyclone. Not a bad fight overall for aLive, who's still coming in here with Liberators. The one Widow Mine's about to pop off as well. That just hasn't an observer with the army, I guess? I guess he was holding a Colossus.
They killed the Colossus with a Widow Mine. That doesn't happen often.
No, that actually just might be snowball territory.
That's what the classics say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah. The
Stalkers can't out TPS the medevacs. That's so depressing to watch.
No, they can't. And you can always fall back to the Widow Mine and Liberators. aLive has got this game.
Yeah. Well fought out of Nerazim, but unfortunately, as we can see, it's just not enough. Nexus is going to start getting threatened here too, and again, this Widow Mine's going to pop off on the Stalkers that blink on top of them!
Whoopsie poops.
Whoopsie poops indeed. Game 2 goes to aLive, and he'll advance on in the brackets. Also, big shout out to Mega Man Red. 2 years came by quickly. Thank you for the 24 months, dude. Nice.
Cool. Okay, where's that gonna send us into?
We'll find out on the bracket here in a moment. I think Penguin and Mana, though, and I asked Stairs to hold that, so if they haven't started, let's try to get in on that. We'll go to a quick commercial break, though, in the meantime, and see you guys soon.